Hello, my name is Tobrise, and welcome to the Amateur Football YouTube channel. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is well on this beautiful Thursday evening. Time is just gone past 9:30, as promised. Listen, this is going to be a very interesting show. I am going to speed things up as much as possible, and because I've got a lot of things to actually talk about. My name's Tobrise. If you don't know, content creator on this channel, the Amateur Football channel. So let me kind of do some housekeeping first. So hey, yes, listen, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't really ask for much, but hey, it's the Football Content Awards. The finalists have now been announced, and hey, I've actually been, I'm literally part of the shortlist. So thank you to everyone that's voted for me so far. But you know what? Listen, a couple of votes, wouldn't really go amiss. So hey, if you kind of go into the Football Content website, if you click the best in non-league, and then you go down to the creators and click the amateur footballer drop down menu. So again, thank you to everyone that's been voting. I'm literally going to put something in the group right there. That is the link. And one other thing as well, on the 29th of this month, Sunday, I believe. Yeah, Sunday. Sands United versus Charcoal and Celebrities. So I'll be playing as a celebrity for Charcoal, and it's for Sands United. Jimmy Bullard, Michael Dewberry, Neil Ruddock, Aj from The Only Ways is Essex, and myself. We are going to be playing in a charity game. Sands literally, they literally support parents who have lost children. So it's an amazing charity. Very, very kind of, something really close to my heart. And I'll be kind of playing there. So doors open at 12 o'clock. It's at Eltham Town FC's ground. So gates open at 12. Kickoff is at 2. So come down and watch if you can. AFC Putney, thank you already. Straight in. I'm glad that you're there. So hey, you know what? This show is about the 7 Sunday League teams. And again, let me just apologize. Of course, I don't know every single team, but I'm going to try my hardest. And again, the 7 Sunday do a sterling job. Phenomenal. Oh, I believe there's 12 divisions, 120 teams, one of the biggest grassroots leagues in London, grassroots awards, etc. Again, anyone that knows Graham, everyone knows that he lives, breathes, sleep grassroots Sunday League football. So again, big shout out to everyone on the committee, and big shout out to everyone that's listening, and big shout out to all of the teams as well. So hey, let's go straight into it. And again, let me just apologize. Of course, I don't know every single team, but these are the teams who I've encountered. And again, I just want to this is a conversation. So I know AFC Putney have been on Twitter. Hey, and I know that you guys have signed Adu as well, and I've played against him. Lethal striker. So again, it'd be quite interesting to see what you guys do in the Prem. But again, this is just my own POV. With every single team, I will probably say if it's a team to watch out for, a team that's going through some sort of progression or transition, and then possibly a team that's just again sturdy and literally just in the league. So let's start with Swag from the Prem. And again, apologies if I don't get your league positions right, but Swag from the Prem. Double cup winners Frank Blunstone, and also the Marcus Lipton. I've seen them a few times, and again, if you've kind of watched a few of my shows before, I've had Louis, I've had Elliot on, and I've literally talked about Swag. Very, very, very strong defensively. They like play football. People say like the right way, but they can play a very progressive style. They have a good mix of hard workers, and again, that's kind of no like slight on them. But again, they've got little bits of gold dust, and again, showing their quality in both finals as well. Again, they are a team. Again, a team to watch out for 100%. Do I think that they're going to win the Prem? It'd be very unfair for me to make that judgment because I'm not seeing every other team. AFC Putney will probably have a chance. South West Rangers as well. There's like many teams that, hey, they've been probably strengthened. So again, but at this present moment in time, Swag have the confidence, and they're kind of going into like the season knowing that, hey, like they've been beaten. A lot of good teams who actually get to those cup finals, and again, you don't get to 2 cup finals and win them by fluke. So Swag FC, a team to watch. Wimbledon FC. So I don't know if you guys know out there. So Wimbledon FC now only have one team. They don't have 2 teams. They don't have a B team. So I would say this team is in a transition period. I used to play for Wimbledon Town. I've still got a lot of love, and I'm still affiliated, with them. But this year I just don't play. So I can kind of literally talk objectively about the team. So the team's changed a lot, 100%. My Vex team played them on Sunday, and we lost. We lost 5. Hey, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about the game, but we lost 5, and I played about 70 minutes. So yeah, it is what it is. But what I've seen from Wimbledon Town is they've got a good mixture of youth and experience. They, in terms of playing like against them, it's not as direct as like they used to be. They like now play like a more passing and patient game. And again, they have recruited well. They have really recruited well. I'm very, very impressed with their midfield trio. And again, I kind of really believe that they will have nothing to fear. Again, with the experience that they have now at this level, I literally do expect them to actually do well winning it. Hey, you know what? You just don't know. But again, with the kind of talent that they have and the squad as well, it's kind of not just about the first 11. They have a really, really strong squad. So, now it's just about belief. It's kind of just about commitment, discipline, and, really kind of making sure that everyone buys into the ethos. I kind of also believe that every team from elite to grassroots, they all have a 4 to 5 year cycle. And, I believe that Wimbledon Town last year was probably at that cycle. And again, they've literally recruited well, as I've kind of said before, a very well run club, and I'm really looking forward to like seeing what they do. So Wimbledon Town are on a team in transition. Westminster Wanderers. Again, I would say this team transition, and again they literally know the Prem really, really well. Tom, Tyrone. Again, they've been at the club for a long time. Again, a very well-run club. They're like putting certain like things out on like social media. To be honest with you, have I seen them play? No, I've only seen them play on social media, and again, it's a highlight. So again, we're gonna put the best bits out. But literally, what I've seen, again, they work hard. I can't see them going down, but I think it's going to be more momentum for Westminster. I think a good cup run would be good for them. Are they again? I don't know if they've recruited well, but again, they literally went and did a tour in Ireland, I believe, and they literally won all of their games, I believe. So again, they kind of come into the season full of confidence, So again, a good cup run would be good. Can I see them winning it, as in winning at the league? I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know what? Anything can like happen. And again, let me just shout out again, AFC Putney. Again, they've signed. I do. Again, I've played against them once, and it was an absolute nightmare. Again, I don't know too much about them, but I know again they they did have a couple of players from Wimbledon Town, and for whatever reason, it didn't work out. But again, you know, they are there to not make up the numbers. I know that for sure. And on their day, they can actually beat anyone. So again, big like shout out to AFC Putney. Southwest Rangers. Honestly, I cannot even say anything because I don't know too much about you. So I'm not gonna front and say this and that. But you know, you are in the Prem for a reason, and like you do get definitely talked about. So you are a team that like, you know, people definitely fear, or you know, literally know a lot about. So apologies. That is kind of something that I'm going to be brushing up on. And like, because now I'm not playing on a Sunday, I'll be kind of I'll be turning up to like a lot of the games unannounced. And I'll be talking to a couple of your players, film stuff and like whatnot. So like if you see me around, yeah, that's literally what I'm doing. So again, I'll be at a lot more Southern Sunday games. Sporting Continental of the Championship. Sporting Continental runners up in the Marcus Lipton. I think they are in a bit of a transition period. If you don't know, I mean, I kind of only heard today, I think. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember. That that Badgers left. And one of the players is literally doing like the player management role. And I think with Sporting Continental, again, they literally put out a lot of content, which is great content. Hugo, big shout out to you. And they've won a lot more than they've lost. Cup competitions were like London Cup, the Junior London Cup as well. I think they've literally got to that cycle 3, 4, 5 years now. Again, I don't know like the ins and outs, but there must be something going on for the manager to leave so sudden after the cup final. I thought that they'd probably want to rectify that, and you know, everyone to literally stay together. I know that they've drawn a lot of games, they've conceded quite a lot as well. But again, I kind of still like believe that they are going to be a team that are going to give a lot of teams from Prem to Championship problems. 100%. I think they're going to be one of like the favourites for like the Championship. 100%. And it'd be quite interesting to see how they've recruited. And again, I think people have to buy into the ethos of what Sporting Continental is. And I've said it before that a lot of the players travel pretty far. So if the commitment's not there, if they're losing games, if there's disgruntled players, why would certain players travel an hour and a half to actually come to a team when, you know, people are arguing? That's just something that I would say, especially after the manager leaving. So Sporting Continental, team in transition. West Norwood. I think West Norwood will be a team to watch. I've played against them a couple of times. I mean, you know, I love hate this team, and when I say love hate is okay. So they play in a way which I do like. You know, they are very aggressive. They're very physical. Um, they will they will they will talk a lot on the pitch. I mean, when we played them, when I used to play for the B team, their striker was just giving it to me for the whole game, and I was like giving it to him back. But you know what? He got the last laugh. He scored an absolute belter of a goal, 2-1, and they were struggling for players, but they just knew how to grind out results. And again, very like team that a lot of people love to hate, and like it's that kind of bad boy tag, which I believe that they actually do. They actually do like, and again, big shout out to like Spencer's. Again, Spencer's been supporting me from the get go. Again, old school defender. He knows how to defend. He kind of knows how to keep clean sheets, and I know that West Norwood have recruited pretty well. They've got Nathan. Nathan told me about that today. So I'm actually guessing if Nathan's there, maybe Mark is probably floating around. I'm guessing hopefully everything's all right with Mark, but I'm guessing that he's going to be floating around. I know that they have Eden. Eden, the Southern Sunday player. He, again, like, fair play to Eden. He is a quality player, an absolute wand of a left foot, and he's kind of playing for West Norwood. You got Chris Wilkes at the back, strong. You have Nathan as well. Listen, like Nathan, you know what? It's kind of funny how you just said Nathan as well. I was literally going to say Nathan scored in his debut for us. You know what? Like Nathan, if he kind of keeps himself fit, is a quality player, very influential. Left foot, right foot. He's got great vision, and again, they are going to be a strong team. And yeah, he just got a hat trick. Okay, wow. Well, listen, you know what? If like Eden's scoring like hat tricks, then you know what? They are a team to watch out for. Listen, you know what, Spence? I'm gonna literally give you a pass because again, everyone knows exactly what West Norwood is about. West Norwood will be in your face from minute 1 to the 95th minute, and again, that's what I love about them. It's probably one of like the teams I would love to play against and win. I would love to play against them and win. That's again, I'm gonna be absolutely honest, but again, like I love the spirit. They just do not take any prisoners, and again, one of the favorites for like the championship. And literally, if I was gonna say out of Spot on Continental or West Norwood, who would win? Oh, you know what? Gosh, depends on how like things go, but I would probably say West Norwood at this present moment in time. I would say West Norwood would probably be favorites to actually win the championship. Now, if it's going to be down to Sport and Continental and some other teams as well. And again, literally, I'm not disrespecting anyone else, but again, with kind of West Norwood's pedigree in this division, this championship division, they know their way around it. They know what it takes to actually kind of, get over the finishing line. Sport and Continental will probably be one of their biggest challenges with a new management team. Let's see how the players respond to Sport and Continental's changes. But yeah, at this present moment in time, I'd say West Norwood are probably favorites. But hey, who am I? Brixton Town. Funny story. I'll keep it brief. I literally refed a game in Brixton Town, Wimbledon Town B. The ref didn't turn up. I thought, hey, why not? So I literally refereed the game. Brixton Town, I'd say I don't know enough about them, but they definitely work hard. Very physical team. They don't take no for an answer. There's no nonsense with them. And again, they've literally got a sprinkle of gold dust as well. Do I think they'll be challenging? I think they'll be thereabouts. They would probably need a good run, and hopefully, probably results go go their way. But I can imagine, you know, in terms of what I remember, you know, they're not the quickest team. So, you know, literally on a very tight, compact pitch, they will cause a lot of teams problems. But you know, again, you know, funny enough, they're not funny enough, but they're actually, and you know, nice like guys as well. They literally play the game fair, full-blooded tackles as well. They don't mess around. But again, they are, you know, after like the game, they are very accommodating. So again, you know, I think Brixton, with the experience, they will definitely take points off the top teams if like the other teams are not on their metal 100%. Junction Elite, they've been around for a few years. Stocks has got many teams under the Junction Elite name, and again, I think Junction Elite will be a team to watch. Definitely, I'm really kind of expecting them to like really kick on, and you know, literally be the force that like a lot of people, you know, think they're going to be, and actually know they're going to be. It's probably taken them a little bit longer for whatever reason to probably find their feet. I believe they're in Division League One. Correct me if I'm wrong. But again, they will give any team a really good like battle. A young team as well. That's something that I definitely know. And with young teams, I will say this now. Young teams definitely get rattled a lot easier, and like, you know, and if you kind of get into their heads early, they will either rise to it, they'll either shirk away, or they'll start arguing, or just do stupid things, just stupidness. And like, you know, maybe that like could be one of the reasons why, you know, they haven't really properly kicked on like I would expect them to actually do. But again, on their day, very dangerous. Definitely a team to watch. And if they get into their rhythm, they will literally give anyone a run for their money. And yeah, I'm really expecting big things from Junction Elite, 100%, especially with like Stocks at the helm. London Ravens have played against them once, and quality team. They move the ball well, slick, smooth, really dangerous players. I mean, I know Les. They're like number 9. They're like figurehead. I like spoke to him. Was it a year ago? Possibly a year ago. Possibly a bit longer. I know that he probably, well, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he's kind of back at the club, but when I spoke to him, he just wanted time away, and it's such a shame because he's a quality player, man. That, you know, he's a player that I'd love to play with. Absolute, honestly, like the goals he was scoring, he was such a figurehead. He was a talisman. But again, they've got other people around that I saw that literally had that sprinkles of gold dust. It all depends again if they've recruited well, and again, it all comes down to desire. When it kind of comes to, I see, from League One down, it's all about desire. Like, are you like prepared to actually play that dirty type of football that gets you wins, that literally gets you a point, that can save you a point, and even if you do lose, or if you do concede like a late goal to either come out of a draw or a loss, how are those players, and literally how is management going to rectify that as quick as possible? Because again, a lot of these teams probably don't train. But London Ravens, definitely a team to watch out for, 100%. I'm expecting big things from them. Okay, Tooting Celtic. This is probably a surprise. I mean, again, I believe in Division League 2, maybe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Tooting Celtic. So when I could have made my debut for Wimbledon Town A many moons ago. I played it. Ten Celtic was the first team I played against. Again, very organized. Everyone knew exactly what they had to do. Not the quickest, but the physical, strong, robust, and they didn't go up that season, but they actually won. They actually won the league, I believe. I can't remember what year it was, but they actually won the championship at the time. Again, very unfancied. They just knew exactly what their strengths were, and they just kept to that. And they got promoted to the Prem. They struggled, and I believe because the team struggling, players didn't want to come. I don't know exactly why they dropped down a couple of divisions, but I think I don't know if they folded, but I haven't seen them, and then they've just popped up again. Ten Celtic, haven't seen them in a few years. Transition period. It'd be very interesting to see how they are now in a lower division, and that's no disrespect to the teams around them. They are probably going to be one of the favorites. They probably have the experience. Again, do they have the desire if they go, 2, 3, 4 games, losing? How are they going to be? So again, that's just something that I just picked up. But yeah, Ten Celtic. Norton FC. So Norton FC, and again, I'll keep this very brief. So Norton FC, probably out of all of the teams that I've mentioned, even Wimbledon Town, Norton FC is just in my blood. Norton FC is in my blood. When I first moved to London, many centuries ago, Norton FC was the first club that I joined. First club. And I've seen players touring come and go. Curtis, Jason. I used to manage the Norton Saturday team, and we were successful. So Norton, like I'm like Norton through and through, like Norton through and through. Like that's just my team. That I just love them. I absolutely love them. I would say this is a team in transition. I've spoken to a few players that have moved on, but they do have the pedigree. They do know how to win games. They actually know, they've like been in Sunday League for a long time. So actually they have history. And I know with the management now that I used to play with, now like the directors and chairmen of the club, chairman and chair people of the club. So they also have an ethos of how do I kind of speak the ethos of winning games, and they know how to win games. Norton FC on their day can give anyone a game. If Norton FC are slightly warm, they will also combust as well. I've like been in the change room. I've like been on the pitch where like the team just collapses 100%. So again, it's going to be very interesting how Norton FC approach this season. Are they just here just to survive? Are they here just to have fun, or are they really here to actually go and win something? And again, as I've stated before, Norton FC was the first club. The first club and only club? First and only club, really, that I've played for. The moment I moved to London. So I was with them for over 12, 13 years. A long time. So yeah, big shout out to like Norton FC. Team in transition. Sporting Crabs. Many of you may be surprised where I've put Sporting Crabs as a team to watch. So I played against Sporting Crabs a couple of times, and we beat them only by 1 goal when I played them the first time, and we played them again, and we lost. I believe it was lost and it was madness, absolute madness. We shouldn't have lost, but hey, you know what? What I love about Spotting Crabs, and again, like I'm gonna say this in the most nicest way, like they just there's no, I'm not no, literally there is talent there 100%, because like you know you don't score goals if you don't have the talent. But what I love about Spotting Crabs is that they have very unfavored and very I'm not going to use a word, but they don't, especially in midfield, they don't look like footballers that can play football, but they can. And you know what? They use their ability to its maximum. Oh, they work hard, man. They will outwork teams. I think Sporting Crabs are one of like one of the only teams that I've put in this list that they will work. They will outwork you to win the game. Sporting Crabs will outwork you to win the game. You have to be on your mettle from minute 1 to again minute 95. It's probably only West Norwood I would probably put in that bracket, because of course I've kind of played against them. But Sporting Crowds will outwork you, especially in midfield. They don't have crazy amounts of talent, but oh my god, they will outwork you. A team to watch in that division. I believe that they did pretty well in the Marcus Lipton. Was it the Marcus Lipton? Or in one of the cups? Very, very unfancied. But oh my gosh, they will outwork you. Definitely outwork you. And I would love to see a lot more from them. And am I looking at big things from this season? I think if they can keep that core 6-7 players that they had, I think they have a chance. I really do think they have a chance of winning their division 100%. Sporting Crabs, a team to watch. Mark my words. Yes, you've definitely heard me say that right now. Sporting Crabs, a team to watch. Dara first, and I know Dara's got a couple of teams. So I saw Dara in one of the cup finals, and a very, very talented team, a very young team as well. And they made kind of hard work of the final, but you could see the sprinkles of gold dust that they do have. Like as I said before, a very young team. So when certain things are not going their way, they're turning around and they think it's someone else's fault, when it's really just hey, it's a team game. And they had a number 10. Was it number 10, number 11? I want to say number 11 because he was a left winger. Very, very, very tricky, very direct. And I love players like that, who are willing to take on their fullback. And that's their first thought. Because again, if you kind of trying to make something happen, even though maybe 8 or 9 times out of 10 it may not, just there's that one opportunity. And I do really like players like that. Do I expect a lot from them? Yes, I do. But again, it all comes down to management and managing these young players. Because again, I think with like young players like what Dara has, and even Junction Elite, it's all good when it's sunny and when the kind of grass is nicely cut. But hey, when you're kind of playing on Clapham Common, and some other pitches as well, when it's rainy and dark and windy Sunday morning, have those guys gone out on a Friday, Saturday night and literally come home early Sunday? Are they going to be prepared to actually play a full 90 minutes against an opposition that really wants to take off their head? And that's going to be the key things for these young teams like Dara and Junction Elite. Magpie recruitment. I've got a lot of time for Magpie. I've got a lot of time for Francis as well. They literally won one of their cups a couple of years ago now, I believe. Very well run. I don't know a lot of their players, but if they're anything like Francis, they're going to be disciplined, hard working, very hard to beat, and again, never taking no as an answer. I'm To be honest, I'm really expecting them to kind of really, really kick on. I didn't actually realize that they were in Division or League Three or League Four. And again, correct me if if I'm wrong. Um, and and yeah, it's kind of really about kind of getting like the right mix and kind of getting like the right people around as well. So I've got a lot of time for Magpie recruitment. And Spencer's come in and said, can they do it on a rainy Tuesday night against Rosendale reserves? Hey, you know what? I think you might know something more than I do. Again, if they kind of lose against, you know, again, no like disrespect to Rosendale. I don't know nothing about you, but again, these teams on a rainy night, wind, rain. If you've been out the previous day, again, what's your mentality like? What's your discipline like? Do you actually want to play football? And if you want to play football, are you just playing for fun? Are you playing to win? Are you, there's all different factors why you want to play football. And again, these teams that I'm talking about, again, I'm talking about them because I know a little bit about them. And, again, if personally, again, if I've if I've literally spent time talking about you, then you are definitely on my radar 100%. So I know I'll be disappointed if like the teams I'm talking about do not do well. I don't know what your managers and like your senior players are going to be talking about. Again, we've not had a full season for 2 years. So that's one thing that's probably going to go against everyone. How's like people's pre-seasons? How have people trained? Again, you've got to be disciplined. Again, these leagues are very hard to win. You don't just turn up and like just think, oh, we're going to turn over such and such. Because again, the level of standard league football has got better. Now again, and let's park social media side. Let's park that aside. It's now with everyone now chomping at the bit to get a season started and to finish a season. Trust me, players are not going to be messing around. Players now actually want to win stuff. They literally want trophies. You're not going to be like paying your registration fee, your league affiliation, subs and training and traveling to games, your Lucas aid, your pasta, whatever, your boots, just to turn up and just say, oh, I've literally come to wear a shirt. Get a return of investment of the money that you spend at football. And again, I'm just kind of talking on a kind of personal level. I've kind of gone on a kind of bit of a tangent, but again, every single team that I'm talking about, you guys are on my radar for a reason. So again, the senior players, the like managers, do you guys actually want to win something? If you do, make sure that you got the right players, make sure that you got the right ethos, and the players and the players that don't buy into it, see you later. Or say, okay, you know what? I'm going to find someone that does, and you're going to sit on the bench until you do. Simple as that. For me. What side? Are you guys in Croydon? Are you in Croydon? It's like what side, Croydon? What side? Are you just gate crashing the party? Are you kind of gate crashing of a Southern Sunday? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. You're in Croydon. I might try and do a Croydon, like a Croydon League roundup. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, Woodside. Let's move on. South City. Big shout out to like Mark, that literally called this last season. So, was it last season? Mark said South City Division 5 will beat Westminster Prem. I'm like, really? He's like, yes, and they did it. On my radar. I got them on the show as well. Seem like a great bunch of lads as well, and they're ambitious. A young team as well, and again, they literally went on a good cut run as well. So again, they are on people's radar now. Like a few other teams that now know a bit of their players. So that's gonna be one thing that South City will now have to deal with. I saw the league table because some teams have already played like West Norwood, Sporting Continental, and South City. Apologies if other if other teams have played, but South City lost their first game. Okay, it's only one game, but hey, that loss may like cost you the like league championship. So it'd be quite interesting to see the players that they have. So with Magpie, I'd say it's a team to watch out for. South City as well, a team to watch out for. It's going to be very, very interesting. Again, to see how they do in a full season. I believe they're still a new team. They've not had a full season with the Southern Sunday. So again, it's going to be very, it's going to be very compelling watching, especially now at the lower divisions. And again, this is kind of something I really want to do. I want to really kind of go and meet the teams in Division 4 that, and like lower, because again, I still think that there's talent there. And again, however people kind of view Sunday League football, sometimes going out and seeing crunching tackles and seeing a misplaced pass or seeing a misplaced header or kind of misplaced kick, sometimes that's the essence of Sunday League football. But again, South City, I'm watching. Actually, all of the teams: Magpie Recruitment, Dara, Sporting Crabs, Norton, two in Celtic, London Ravens, Junction Elite, Brixton, West Norwood, Sporting Continental, Westminster, Wimbledon Town, Swag, and some other teams. Guys, I am now watching. I'll be watching your results very, very closely. AFC Putney, Southwest Rangers, but again, AFC Putney have come in and gate crashed the party on Twitter. So hey, like, you've got my attention. So hey, honestly, it's going to be a very interesting season. Let's kind of all hope that we will literally get a full season. I know that the committee members are determined to actually get this done. Again, with the cup competitions as well, I'm just expecting a lot of drama, ups and downs. Of course, there's going to be issues. That's just how things are when you're managing a crazy amount of teams. Am I, really, apart from the championship, I've not really called anything else. Because again, I think it'd be not unfair, but hey, yeah, literally, I've said the championship. I think Sporting Continental and West Norwood. I think if like West Norwood again do things properly, I think they will like win the championship. But again, let's see what Sporting Continental comes back with. I think that's going to be the most intriguing thing more than anything else. Guys, thank you for watching. Before I go, if you can like one of these hoodies, please DM me the amateur football hoodie. And again, let me just say, please vote for me. Please, me. It's the content. It's the Football Content Awards. I'm in the final. If you kind of go onto the website and then go to Best Non-League, and then click the creators with the amateur football drop down. I'm gonna put the link again in the description. And also as well, before I forget, I am playing. A lot of people say that I am nicking a living. Yeah, well, hey, like I guess I love like the hard work and the football ability does not go unnoticed. So I am playing for Charcoal Celebrities the 29th of August. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. at Eltham Town FC. And if you can see the celebrities that are going to be there, and the footballers, again, Jimmy Bullard, Michael Dewberry, myself, Neil Ruddock, Arch from The Only Ways Essex. Gates open at 12 o'clock. Adults, it's a £5. Kids going free. And yeah, thank you, Jack voted. Thank you so much. And again, SANS is a charity that like supports parents who have like lost babies and have lost children. and it's kind of something that's really, really kind of close to my heart. And again, anything that I can do to support them, I will. Guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I would literally love to kind of get your comments and any questions before I switch off. But again, even in the comments, who do you think is going to win all of the divisions? Just kind of give me names, and like tell me if I've missed any other teams out. Like again, tell me in the comments teams from the Southern Sunday that I should be watching, teams that should go and either film or to watch. Again, this I am also learning. I don't know everything. So I need you guys out there to also to educate me and also help me as well. Big shout out to everyone that's been watching. Big shout out to the Southern Sunday. You like guys are doing an amazing job. Again, anything that I can do to support you guys, I will. Thank you for watching. 10:15. I have to do a workout because I've promised myself, and again, that's my motivation. My name is Tobrise. I am still one of the best centre-backs around, but I wasn't on Sunday. Off day. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening.